Hi there. My name is Brian Emanuel. I'm a philosophy and art guy in Detroit, Michigan, and I just wanted to talk today about the recent Netflix series, The Making of a Murderer, which I just finished watching yesterday. First off, this documentary is one of a kind. There's almost nothing done like it. It's not only a documentary that is series long, 10 episodes long, hour each, but it comes from our very recent history. It's a real time portrayal. This is one of the things that makes it very special. But I want to open with making a relation to the Coen brothers. And I want to talk about one of their very consistent themes throughout their films. As you watch their work and themes come out repetitively throughout their work, you start to suspect that it has something to do with the directors themselves, with the struggles that they are going through, with the thorn in their side, with the bit that they are chomping on. And this is that struggle. Um, it is essentially between absurdity and justice, or absurdity and reason. And I'd like to pinpoint or highlight really two of their works in particular, which contain the framework that you can see in a lot of other of their films as well. But that is Fargo, their seminal work, and No Country for Old Men, where justice and the just and the well reasoned perspective is represented by the cop. Just an honest workaday guy or girl. In the case of the original Fargo, it was a girl, a pregnant woman, which is the essence of salt of the earth, pretty much. And the antagonist is, for me, exemplary model is Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men, who is models absurdity and random chaos. And I think a good way that this is pictured, highlighted in their films, is when he meets someone who sets him on edge, and he flips a coin and he tells them to he forces them to guess. If they make the wrong guess, then he kills them. This is the essence of randomness, random reality based on the flip of a coin. And this is it's this presence in the world, really, that befuddles them, that they can't wrap their mind around, and that they're constantly trying to work out in their films. Um, and this is why I like them, because I kind of identify with that, or well, I think that most people do. Most people are just um, right-headed people that are trying to figure out the mess that is the constant news stream of just mindless realities. Here is where The Making of a Murderer makes a huge step. The Making of a Murderer is the reverse Coen Brothers. It is an inversion of the Coen Brothers model. And in The Making of a Murderer, we see that the beholder, the purveyor of that absurdity, is, on the other hand, the law, police officers, the system. So this is where the Coen Brothers model, which I want to consider like the traditional model, is turned on its head. This is the first level of importance that The Making of a Murderer has for us as observers and just as Americans culturally. And I think the second level of importance is the way that this exposure is reflected in a lot of recent events in the news in particular. And that is the trouble with police officers shooting and killing, taking advantage of their own authority, especially against black America or minorities in America. And this has become exposed so much more because of new technology and camera phones, etc. Say there is a new level of awareness that's coming around in America, And it's not the Coen Brothers type of awareness, where it's just individual, it's existential, it's me dealing with the absurdity of the world and trying to understand it, which is the model that they represent over and over. But it is, it is where that absurdity is beholden to almost an entire governing system, insofar as the police are subject to the law and the government is responsible for guiding and shaping our laws. At bottom, this is why the making of a murderer is intensely important, because in the least it's telling us or showing us that we need to raise the stakes in terms of our awareness. And that has been told us in many ways, in many places. And this is a very unique place in which this is happening in documentary form. So thank you for watching. I happen to be, purely by accident only, a public thinker, or in the least because I also teach philosophy and art here in Detroit. The reason that I'm creating this vlog is because I want to talk about things that are important to me, and in particular that I don't see represented in media or in academia or among any thinkers that I have access to. So if that seems like something that's interesting to you, then please subscribe. And thanks again for watching. See you next time.